a grating of the fresh news Parmigiano. And with me at the desk is my best co-pilot ever, Ross Mathews.
Yeah, Parmigiano.
All right, first up in the news, we're all guilty of a little impulse purchase now and then, and the Cut reports that Nicolas Cage just revealed one of his. It's a two-headed snake, and he bought it for $80,000.
What?
He said he had a dream about a two-headed eagle, and then the next day he heard that the two-headed snake was for sale, and he was like, obviously. So, unfortunately, it turns out the two heads did not get along. He tried putting a spatula in between them at feedings, but he said it just got too freaky, and if it's too freaky for Nicolas Cage, it's gotta be freaky.
Yes.
But he safely returned them to a zoo. You know, when we tell kids they went to that farm.
Yeah, living in
Yeah, well, that's where these snakes went. Ross, thoughts?
I mean, this is something only Nicolas Cage would do, right? A two-headed snake. But the freakiest part of the story is that the heads didn't get along.
I know!
Right? Can you imagine you're a two-headed snake? For starters, you're like, man. And then the worst part is, like, you don't like each other. What? Are you coming over here to be my... Come here, you got... Where are you coming?
I want to be a two-headed snake with you. What? You would not need any spatula between us. Maybe we are a two-headed snake, Rossi.
But can you imagine if you didn't like your other head and it was just some jerk snake who ate like tuna salad and its breath always smelled right next to your face?
Wow.
Have you ever done something like that, like bought something impulsively and regretted it?
Oh my God, haven't we all?
Yeah, it may not have been a two-headed snake.
It was not a two-headed snake. Like, I'll buy like an old flea market Scandinavian table because it folds up into a console this big, but then it expands out to like a amazing 12-person dinner table. And like, I'm like, one day I'm gonna make this table.
Yeah.
Those are my impulse purchases.
You're gonna make it. My impulse purchase is a sweater with horizontal stripes. I always think, oh, I can pull that off. And then I get it home and I'm like, I can't pull that off.
And you feel like the Hamburglar?
Yeah, like, total Hamburglar. That's what I look like in horizontal stripes. You'll never see it.
You look good.
All right, well, next we've got a new trend in makeup. And Drew, I want your take on this. For a while, you know, it's been all about keeping it minimal with a very no makeup kind of look. But now Nylon reports it's all about party girl aesthetic. And it's happening in beauty and in fashion. And it's described as a look that's sort of messy at times, but real, which also describes this show. Okay.
Oh my God, it really does.
Right?
We are messy but real.
We keep it real, but it gets a little messy around here. But in this trend, they're talking about popping some sparkly eye makeup, but also pairing it with a messy bun or a ponytail. Are you into this look?
I love it.
You do?
I do.
I knew you would.
I do, because I started this company, Flower Beauty, 10 years ago, and it was like the birth of Instagram, and then it was like the heavy contour, kind of all the tips and tricks we could teach each other over social media. It became a lot about artistry, really.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, Drag Race had a lot to do with stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
we got into the theatrics, and then all of a sudden, for the last few years, it's super fresh face, pandemic, you know, everything comes full circle. And now this sort of like sexy, smoky, leftover party girl thing, Euphoria inspired, something youthful. It's a little, I'm into it.
Well, I think that it's because of what we've been through for the past couple of years. We've all been at home in our, like, elastic clothing, right? Watching makeup tutorials with our hair in a bun. And now they open the doors out and we're like, well, this is the new look. This is now fashion, and get into it.
That's exactly right. It's a little bit of a hybrid. It's a little 90s. I'm into it.